Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I bring to you the best Bishaten armor guide, the new Paralysis exploit beta. This video analyzes the armor of one of the new monsters of Season 6. Bishaten armor brings a powerful new skill known as Paralysis exploit. We already have Poison, we know how good it is. Paralysis now has exploit. And some of the armor also has some great meta skills that can help in some other builds. So, some of these pieces are for specific builds and they can be really good. Alright, first we're going to start off with the armor forge stats and costs. So, Bishaten armor starts at grade 3 with the base defense being 49. And here's its forge requirements. You need 2 monster bow mediums, which are rarity 2, 4 Bishaten feathers, which are rarity 1, and 2 Bishaten horns, which are rarity 3. You also need 600 Zenny. And now if you want to get them to grade 6, thankfully you don't need to get them to grade 8 to unlock them at full power. It won't take a lot of materials, as upgrading to grade 6 is necessary to unlock some skills of the Bishaten armor. In addition, another really good thing about it is that drip smelt slots will unlock at grade 5. And now if you plan on going further beyond plus ultra with this armor and get it to grade 8, even though you don't really need to, it also uses CCyaku materials, and you also need Wyvern gem shards, which are the universal rarity 6 that don't have specific ones, if you want to get it and upgrade it further. Moving on, we have the content you've been waiting for, the analysis and equipment skills and effects of the Bishaten armor, starting off with the helmet. So for your dome, what you put on here, and the horn is bigger for the dudes than the chicks, and I don't know why, you get Paralysis exploit level 1, and it upgrades to level 2 at grade 6. Which increases damage for paralyzed monsters by 75% at level 2. In addition, the drip smelt slot is unlocked at grade 5. This is one of the best pieces in the set for Paralysis exploit builds and will probably be needed in the future for Paralysis exploit level 5. So this is definitely worth it if you use Paralysis and you plan on building that Paralysis Elder Dragon or that Paraset 5 or whatever combination you want to. This is a must for that build. Next up, we have the Bishaten Mail. Here's the analysis, equipment, skills, and effects. You get reload speed level 1 at grade 6. So you probably guessed what this armor piece is for. That's right, slightly reduces reload time for bowguns. In addition, you also get burst level 1, which upgrades to level 2 at grade 6. Landing consecutive hits in a short span of time increases attack power by 10% for 4 seconds. And the drip smelt slot is unlocked at grade 5. This is literally the best in slot armor piece for raw bowguns. I remember, I feel like they were like listening to me because I did say that bowguns, unless they got like a burst mail, were going to be kind of limited. And here we go, literally in the next update, there it is. Here we go, we have a burst mail. So there you go. But yes, best in slot for raw bowguns, definitely a good piece if you're going to try to go after a raw bowgun build and get a really good and powerful slot. Moving on, we have the Bishaten Vambraces. Here's its equipment, skills, and effects. You get Slugger level 1, which upgrades to level 2 at grade 6, which increases stun power by 20%, along with Skyward Striker, which increases the damage of aerial attacks by 15%. And the drip smelt slot is unlocked at grade 5. Of course, there has to be one piece that's absolute booty, and unfortunately this is the booty. Its booty is not that impressive, it is not large, it's actually probably not something worth going for because this piece is only pretty much for the sword and shield. Skyward Striker and Slugger, that's the shield bash flying down, so unless you really want to do a stunning flying sword and shield build, most builds will not actually use this piece. On to the next one, and we have the Bishaten Coil. Here's the analysis, equipment, skills, and effects. I already explained what Paralysis exploit does, but you get it at level 1 when you forge it. In addition, you will get shared sword level 1, which upgrades to level 2 at grade 6. I probably have a hard time saying shared sword because I'm a solo player and we don't have group hunts around here. Other than so I got the 1500 Zenny thing, but 15,000 Zenny. But my group consists of 2 players from Japan, and they are just absolutely killing it because all of them have group hunts because they live in Shibuya or Tokyo. So I'm so jelly. Yeah, but the thing about this is shared sword's actually pretty good for group hunts because it will increase attack power by 160 during a group hunt. But other than Paralysis exploit, this piece is pretty useless, again, unless you are doing group hunts. because most of my audience is from the United States, most of you probably don't have a community or you're playing solo like I am. So because of it, not so much for us, but again, if you're in Japan and you have that, that's huge and it's really good. And this piece is likely going to be needed for Paralysis Exploit 5 in the future, so it's definitely something to look forward to. And last but not least, we have them beautiful legs. So if you want to flex these, well, they're actually really good. Here's the Bishaten Greaves Analysis Equipment Skills and Effects. You get Quick Work level 1, where you become ever so slightly faster at sheathing or transforming your weapon. In addition, you get Focus level 2 at grade 6. This shortens charging time of charge attacks by 10% and increases the fill rate of Longsword, Charge Blade, and Switch Axe. And Drift Smelt Slide is unlocked at grade 5. Yeah, probably guessed it, but this is best for the Longsword, Charge Blade, and Switch Axe. Focus plus 2 is huge, especially for the Longsword. We just got style changes, so for the Longsword, basically both of those things require you to get a full Spirit Gauge. So with Focus plus 2, you get that Spirit Gauge, and you get Quick Work. Quick Work level 3 is goated for the Longsword, so you definitely want this piece if you want. Yeah, it's good. Go for it, especially if you're a Longsword user. Use it, get it, go after it, and you will not regret it. And here's the overall analysis for the Bishaten armor. Most pieces are worth building, and some are good for specific builds. Except for the Vambraces, because the Vambraces are pretty garbage unless you're using it for the Sword and Shield. But overall, Paralysis Exploit will be the meta for current and future Paralysis builds. If you've been using Poison Exploit like I have, or if you've been testing out, it is incredibly powerful. And if you are a Paralysis user, we love you. Thank you so much for existing, because Para Gunlance is so OP, or in general, Paralysis is a really, really good element. Well, status element. In addition, the layered armor is okay looking. I'm pretty sure some of you think it's cool. Me, no, I'm gonna stick because I'm a Nier Gigante fanboy. I'm just gonna stick with my Nier Gigante drip, and I'm just gonna keep it at that. Hopefully this video helps you decide what to build for the Bishaten set. Bishaten gear will be important for the future Paralysis Exploit meta, and I keep saying that over and over because Paralysis is really good. 7 seconds of stun is just too good to pass up, and being able to do that to the monster and have that stack with part breaks do even more stun is just absolutely amazing. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully you are taking out this persimmon throwing. It's persimmons, right? Or is it mangoes? Can you tell me in the comments what fruit this thing? Because when I fought it in Sunbreak, I didn't fight it too much because I was just annoyed by it. And I didn't really want anything from it. But yeah, good luck on your grinds. And I will see y'all on the next video.